Female athlete discrimination is just now being dealt with. Women have worked hard to get to a high level of athleticism and deserve to get paid as much as men. For example, men in the sports they play get paid more money than female athletes do. WNBA players get paid on average $72,000 a year, while NBA players gets paid $5.15 million a year. Women golfers get paid a little over $100,000 on average, while men golfers get paid $1.2 million a year. Female soccer players get paid $15,000 a year on average, while men's soccer players get paid $207,831 on average. Do you feel like cheerleaders are given the same respect as other athletes? Why?
I don't feel like they are because I feel like people think that they don't have to work as hard to get their goal because it's an easy sport, but it's just as hard as most other things, if not harder, because we do a lot more and we have to be fit enough to have someone put their life in your hands, literally.
Do you think that there is reverse discrimination with male versus female cheerleaders, or that male cheerleaders get more or less attention than females?
I feel like male cheerleaders get more attention because there aren't as many of them, and their skills are so much easier to obtain because of the way they're built. So they can pull something out in a week, and it takes a girl to do it in a year. And there are a lot of less of them, and they're usually stronger than girls, so they're more likely to be put on a team as opposed to a girl.
Do you feel that you receive the same respect as male athletes? Why or why not?
I played high school softball, and I was a cheerleader in high school. And as a softball player at the school that I went to, which was a small little 2A school in Arkansas, softball was, I guess you would say it was more big time there than football. We were very, very successful. We've won several state championships in softball, so there was always more recognition for the softball team as for the football or for the baseball or basketball. So if you were to come to a softball game, there was always more people there, and we always had higher recognition than the male sports as far as the high school that I attended.
Oh, what about cheerleading?
Cheerleading, to me, cheerleading wasn't, it didn't receive as much recognition. I guess because it's not as such of a high-end sport at a small school as it would be a big school. So really probably the male athletes did get more recognition in basketball and in football as opposed to the cheerleaders during that time.
You said the softball team got more recognition than the football. That doesn't really happen. How did it happen? How did that feel?
Good. That was fun. It was a lot of fun. We didn't actually, when I was in high school, we didn't actually win the state championships, but later on, a few years after I graduated is when they started being extremely successful. But we played in, state tournaments, but like I said, the softball team was always more recognized than the male sports at the school that I attended.
How do you think society can change the perception of female athletes so they receive the same recognition and respect as male athletes?
I feel if the female programs, say at a college, if they would do more marketing in their marketing program, hand out posters to businesses more, do free admission games, trying to bring in more people from the community into the female sports, and then also send out the girl athletes to, say, elementary schools for interaction with the kids, to middle schools, to junior high, even the high school, that would, of course, that's going to bring enthusiasm to the kids, which carries on to the parents to be able to take them to games. So I feel if that end of it was the marketing and sending out the athletes throughout the community would bring in more support for the female programs.
In the sport you play or do, how have you seen female athletes be treated differently than males?
Well, the sports that I run in are cross country and track, and The only thing different that I can see women doing than us are the fact that they run shorter distances than we do. And that's pretty much it. The reason why I think that is because we've had such a mindset for so long that women can't do this because men are only supposed to do it.
Why do you think we have that mindset?
Well, because most of the time, I mean, as you can see, most of the time, not all the time though, men are taller, bigger, and I guess that we've just got that in our mindset that, well, women can't be taller, bigger, or stronger too. They can't be the same thing as we are.
And do you think that's true?
I don't think it's true because I think as long as you have the mindset, as long as you have the heart to do something, you should strive for that, and you can do it. Whether you're man, woman, and anything, you can do it. Or anybody.
How do you think you can change, or how do you think that people can change the way female athletes are viewed in today's time?
I don't know. That's a good question. I think just keep pressing on the same questions that you're saying now about how maybe we need to show that women can do these things too, not just men, and we need to keep showing that. And I think, I mean, as gradual time, it'll go into that.
So how do we help to give female athletes fair pay, recognition, and TV time? For instance, WNBA versus NBA.
I think it's just coming out and producing better athletes will make more people watch, meaning more money made in advertising, better pay, and amenities for players. This is already in the works as young women devote thousands of hours to get better. When I was young, nobody played select ball except for me and 3 other kids and went to college. Now there are thousands of players and scholarships. The sky is the limit. Dallas just got a professional women's softball team, and my friends are the coaches of the Dallas Charge.